This is a new video, a music video. A man named Bruce Springsteen. Is he Jewish? Bruce Springsteen? It has 3.2 million views. It's been known as Boom or Slop. I wonder how many of you don't know that I know it's Bruce Springsteen. But okay. Anyway, I got you. Gotcha! It's Bruce Springsteen. It's the streets of Minneapolis. Okay, I think he did a song called The Streets of Philadelphia about a gay dude with AIDS. Did I make that up? Anyway, be careful with the gay stuff. Bruce Springsteen, Streets of Minneapolis. I wonder if he will pull, what's that girl from Friends? He pulled up and started dancing with her. Dancing in the dark. Okay, we need to put the closed caption. No, I think they give it to us anyway. Okay. Get ready to be moved, not with your bowels, but with your heart. Get ready for some heart bowel movements. Here we go. Okay, already, I can't. Is that a black and white image? Like, you could see a little hint of blue here. It's been desaturated to the point of black and white. Why? Because Schindler's List was in black and white. Why was Schindler's List in black and white, you might ask? Well, because it's dramatic and it's serious and it's sort of like, hey guys, this is real. The thing is, we give reverence and gravitas to black and white images because they come from the past. And a lot of the black and white images we saw were of pretty big significance. So like the 1960s, 1950s, we're talking about JFK was shot in black and white, was he not? Was that black and white era? Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like Lee Harvey Oswald was mostly in black and white. Pictures of him were. I think Jack Ruby killing him was. We landed on the moon. I feel, was that not black and white? Maybe I'm totally wrong with my analysis here, but like a lot of important shit happened, you know, riots, civil rights, stuff like that. And so we have this predetermined thing of if it's in black and white, it is serious and it's historical. And so that's why they do this. Okay, if it's just in 4K living color, it's like, oh, who cares? Through the winter's ice and cold. What if this is just a banger?
Winter's ice and cold, down Nicollet Avenue.
He named the exact street. You have earrings. Oh, this is a terrible blunder. Bruce, you're a man. You can't have earrings and necklaces. You're a man. Oh no. Oh, something has gone terribly wrong.
A city of flame fought fire and ice neath an occupier's boots.
it's ridiculous. An occupier's boots. Oh my. What was it? City of flame with fire and ice? Does he really? A city of flame fought fire and ice. Oh, he's going with metaphors. So we got fire. How did they fight fire? Oh, like police fire, like the firing of guns, and ice. Ah, it's ice right here. Oh, these artists, you know, they're so poetic with this shit.
Fire and ice neath an occupier's boots.
They're not occupying the place. They're performing a task of going to arrest criminals and kick people out of the country who should be kicked out.
King Trump's pride.
Come on, man. King Trump. Okay, so just take him at face value. The importance of this song, the point that he's trying to make is false. This dude is not a king. He's not going to be in power. He was elected. So it's not a private army. Like, none of this is true. So do you see, like, when you take away the truth, how pointless it becomes? It's just a LARP. It's just, oh, this man is senile. Like, this has nothing to do with anything. Imagine U2 singing about Sunday, bloody Sunday, Sunday, bloody Sunday. And it's like, was there any blood on that Sunday? Did anyone die in the shit that he's talking about in Northern Ireland? No, Bono was just making that shit up. Oh, okay. Bono was exaggerating to the point of hyperbolic insanity, and you should take nothing from what he said to be real.
Private army from the DHS, guns belted to their coats.
Oh my God, our armed enforcement have guns? Like they have always had guns? Oh my God.
came to Minneapolis to
Oh, no, you can't pronounce it like that. Minneapolis.
enforce the law, or so their story goes.
Oh my God. Old man yells at clouds. So apparently it's not the law, and they're not enforcing the law. And he's just, I mean, he's lost. He's gone. But this guy's always hated America, right? Like, born in the USA. Like, that's an anti-American song.
Against smoke and rubber bullets.
Oh my God. Here comes the beat. Against smoke and rubber bullets.
In the dawn's early light.
He's referencing what is that? The national anthem? And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting at the dawn bursting in air. But Dawn's Early Light is a reference to early American songs. It's so self-important. This song is so ridiculous. Oh, that's an upside down American flag. That goes with what they're about. Yeah. You can get waxed there? What are they going to wax?
Citizens stood for justice. Their voices ringing.
We're the good guys. What justice? What are you talking about? If you cared about justice, let me just, be hyper literal just for the fuck of it. Bruce Springsteen. You'd be supporting ICE because justice would be bringing justice to those criminals and protecting us all.
Through the night.
Oh my God, here's Pretty. Looking less Jewy than he normally did. And fuck ICE? Whoa, Renee Good. Okay. And they featured a black woman in Minnesota. Cool. Not too happy with the kerning on that fuck. Unnecessarily spread out there. Just the whole layout. Like, what's Renee Good doing in the corner here? Yeah, it's a hack job.
And there were bloody footprints.
Look at this douchebag. So again, you cut to footage of just like some aspect of violence. This guy pushing this guy. Just if you want to like be based and not be a pussy, please understand that this guy is the fucking problem. Please understand that. And deserves to be pushed. This guy deserves to be pushed and is a piece of shit.
Prince.
And Bruce Springsteen's like, pushing's bad, man. Yeah.
Mercy should have stood.
Cut to a little Mexican kid. What? This poor kid. I heard he got compared to the girl in the red coat from Schindler's List who was killed. This kid has not been killed and nothing has happened to him.
And 2 dead left to die on snow-filled streets.
2 dead left to die on snow-filled streets. Wow. It's a graphic scene you paint here, Bruce. They brought upon their own deaths. One of them brought a defective gun and then resisted arrest, committed crimes, and his gun went off and it spooked the agents. Kind of sad, but he was a piece of shit, that guy. And then Renee Good decided to floor it and run right into an ICE agent, endangering his life. I don't know why you didn't mention that.
Alex Pretty and Renee Good.
It's just including their names. Incredible. What is this? Unity in community, and we have black, brown, black, white. It's, oh, I see. Okay. And it's a smiley face, kind of. Unity in community. First of all, there is no community like this. Second of all, our country is not made up with this representation. Black, brown, white. That's not at all what the demographics of the country are. But okay, why is this a racial thing? At all?
Minneapolis, I hear your voice singing through the bloody mist.
Ridiculous. That's a terrible chorus. Horrible backup vocals. The bloody mist. Tap the brakes, dude.
We'll take our stand for this land and the stranger in our midst.
wait a minute. It is resting policy for this country to say fuck the stranger in our midst. Like, so what are you talking about? The stranger? Are you talking about the illegal aliens? Those strangers? Or just random people? So again, this person being detained, and they're presenting this like this is a bad thing. So it's the logic of a retarded child to just go, I don't like aggression. I don't like any... It's like, you know, a kid is traumatized, he goes to therapy, he's like, I hated it when I heard screaming when I was a kid in my room. The screaming was scary. When my dad would come home from work and then my parents would fight and there was yelling and I didn't like the negative energy. And it's like, kid, your dad was 100% right. Your mom is an insufferable bitch. Okay, she deserved to be yelled at. She was a gaslighting whore. She was a fucking tramp. Now, like, I'm sorry you don't like yelling, but Jesus, there's nothing wrong with this, Bruce.
Here in our home they killed and roamed in the winter of 26.
Oh my God, the glory of future remembrance. He's quoting shit that happened right now and referencing the winter of 26 like it's something. No, you have to understand. When we get into the 2040s, they're gonna have they'll know that I'm talking about the winter of the infamous winter of 26, where we lost two of our beloved neighbors fell in the bloody mist of the snow-coated streets of Minneapolis. I mean, dude, do you remember when you remember that famous quote from Devon happened at 7:02 on the 31st of January 2026? You remember that 7:02 remark from Devontracey? Put this in black and white, please.
We'll remember the names of those who died.
Oh, two of them. She does look like autistic Barbie, kind of. Like, it's artistic lesbian Barbie.
On the streets of Minneapolis.
Yeah. And also, Bruce, if you're doling out wisdom as an older man, might mention that you shouldn't bring guns and fuck with cops, and you shouldn't buy guns that misfire, and you shouldn't resist arrest, and you shouldn't drive over people with your SUV. Just on a practical level, you know, I understand that that's not the point of the song. So he is trying to act like he is Bono singing about the troubles in Northern Ireland. This has been compared to Nazi Germany. Not kidding. Jacqueline Glenn suggested that I always wondered what I would do if I was there in the 1930s in Nazi Germany, where you have people like Anne Frank. And I never thought I'd get the chance to actually find out what I'd do. And guess what? Now I'm doing it. Because, you know, the Holocaust, 6 million died at the foot of those occupiers. And you know how you get to 6 million? You start with one. You start with one. And then two. Now, in Minneapolis, we have two. We're on our path to 6 mil.
Trump's federal thugs beat up on his face and his chest.
He's going into Alex Preddy. They beat on his head and his chest? His face? Really? Okay. What if Bruce Springsteen actually explains that this guy's gun went off? Explain to me, Bruce, that these cops didn't shoot first. Please. What if the nuance is there?
Then we heard.
Oh, okay. Just heard gunshots. So the shot rang out in the Memphis sky. Free at last. They took your life. They wouldn't. See, that's Bono singing about the kill. It's the same shit. It's these people who want to be like inserted into some historical thing and just like weep about somebody getting killed. The killing of, first of all, the Troubles is legitimate and that was fucked up, but also the killing of Martin Luther King didn't shoot first. Right? Martin Luther King wasn't committing a crime. He didn't bring a defective gun and then resisted arrest. None of that happened. He was just assassinated. So if you're going to complain that you didn't like Martin Luther King being assassinated, then you could say shot rings out in the Memphis sky. If you're analyzing this, you cannot just say, then we heard gunshots. Like, dude, you're literally playing the shit in slow motion. Preddy's gun went off. Preddy was resisting arrest. And Bruce gives it a complete pass because it's like, don't worry about it. Let me get to the chorus. Here we go.
Gunshots and Alex Pretty lay in the snow dead.
You couldn't come up with something more poetic than that? He lay in the snow dead. Oh my God. Can we get a synonym up in here? Or like, okay, literally dead. And wait, you're showing Preddy's gun. You put a circle around it? Will you show me that it went off? And that everyone reacted to the fact that this gun went off? And will you then reference the fact that it's important who shoots first in a gunfight? Really important. It's really, really important who shoots first. And actually, you could very easily make the case that it is less important by a huge margin who shoots second in a gunfight. Do you understand the logic of this? Sam Harris, I believe, made this exact point in reference, I forget what he was talking about, but he was talking about if you're walking down the street and you see two guys punching each other in an alley, and you go up there and you go, I'm against punching, and you just walk on. That is a ridiculous thing to state. You would need to know who punched who first. And then, if you saw who punched who first, whom, I get, whatever, I'll ask ChatGPT later. You would then go, okay, wait a minute. This one guy came up to this other guy and punched him in the face. That is unjustified. The other guy punching back is completely 1,000,000% in the right to have punched back. So me coming up and condemning punching is effing retarded. So, people did this with Israel all the time. So it's like Hamas fires rockets into Israel. Israel responds and fires shit back. And then the world and the Hamasinians go, oh my God, Israel just attacked us. Isn't punching bad? That is retarded and laughable. And so you must grant that it is rather important who punched first. And in a case of a execution, which is what they call it, which is insane, when someone dies due to gun violence and two parties have guns, you really do need to mention who shot first. And to circle the gun, to be this close to mentioning it, it's not making the song, right? You know that.
Their claim was self-defense.
So their claim was self-defense. So through a shit melody and through this boomer slop of a song, he's going to say, look, this is the gun. This is Preddy's gun. So he didn't have a gun. About 0.1 second after this still shot, this gun goes off. Thus, spooking this other guy. I think it's, you can't see him from this angle right here, this guy. He then goes, holy shit, who just fired? And there is no real logical answer. All he knows is this guy's resisting arrest. He's got a gun. Bang. That's his lived experience. He's got a gun. Bang. Now, what is your brain telling you in that scenario? It's either telling you that Preddy has a gun, either the one that they had just seen on his holster that they were referencing. Maybe he has another gun. Okay, maybe he has another one. So either Preddy just shot, because he is resisting. He is saying, fuck you and your authority to arrest me, and I am armed, and there's a panicked, chaotic situation. Either Preddy shot or one of your ICE agents shot. Those are your two choices. There's no way in the world he would think, actually, it's Preddy's gun, but nobody shot, and I should just chill. Okay, so that is what happens, and that is why it is a self-defense claim. Because in his mind, and this is like the most uncharitable version, what Bruce Springsteen is showcasing here, is that he's not even allowing you to understand that the guy thought he was firing in self-defense. I mean, he's not going to grant that ICE was not the first to fire. Because you know what happens in an execution? they want this to be an execution, okay? Because they want to demonize Trump, and this is a private army, and we're living in occupied Nazi Germany because I want to be Anne Frank, but like, I want to be Anne Frank, but just better artistically. Like, she wrote a pretty good novel. It was whatever. She didn't ever write a sequel. Lazy. That's a Ricky Gervais joke. Okay. I want to be like inserted into something of grand significance and importance. And so I need this to be an execution. Here's just point blank. Here's something you need to know about executions. Executors don't fire second. Okay. That's what you need to know about that. Okay. They fire first, and the other person has no weapon. That's kind of a key component of an execution. So, I mean, it's shameful. It's ridiculously shameful. And this is just, it's morbidly depressing for me to understand that I can't expect intelligence or moral coherence from anybody. Like, I honestly I feel like I'm alone. Like, I don't understand.
Just don't believe your eyes.
Bruce, it's such a simple, quick fix. You just edited out the part where the gun goes off, and you could see the muzzle flash, so you could have chosen a freeze frame where that gun is going off, and then you'd have to explain in your little hokey song here, oh, Freddy's gun went off. Oh, his gun is renowned for being shit and defective and misfiring all the time. Oh, the ICE agents reacted to that gun. Oh, they thought that he had taken a shot. Oh my God, they had justified cause to think that because who else fired? And even if the guy thought it wasn't Freddy and maybe it's my fellow ICE agent, I have to mag up on this guy anyway. Because clearly my ICE agent has deemed it to be a lethal threat. So it's like, either way, there is a legitimate case to be made for why these guys fired. And it all hinges back to the most important thing, which is who fired first in a gun, I don't want to call it a gunfight, that makes it sound like it's the Wild West, but in a confrontation where two parties have guns, and you're not mentioning who fired first? And it's because they want to pretend that the ICE agents fired first and had no reason to do it. And in fact, they have the gall to show you the disarmed guy, say, look, he didn't even have his gun, and then not mention that that very gun that they're drawing circles around is the reason the guy's dead. And it went off. So don't believe your eyes? How about don't believe your ears, Bruce? We heard his gun go off. Why do you think this kill sequence was like this? Bang. Bang, 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 bang. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like one guy shot, another guy reacted, said, holy shit. Then immediately, within 0.1.2 of a second, he shot. It wasn't bang, 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 bang. It was bang. Bang, 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 bang. So, do you believe your ears, Bruce? Do they work?
It's our blood and bones and these whistles and foams against Miller and Gnome's dirty lie.
Okay. Couldn't you have cut her out of this and like put a different backdrop in? It's not really making your point that she's standing in front of a bunch of tatted up MS-13 dudes. Like, what? You think we want these dudes here? Like, whose side are we on here, Bruce? Bruce, if you're not on her side, are you on their side? What? Selective name memorization. Interesting. Okay. How about those who died by those MS-13 guys that you just cut to? Should we remember those names? There's some bloody miss there, Bruce. So it's crazy. All of the people who have been killed by illegal aliens shall not be memorialized or remembered by Bruce. He doesn't care about those names. He cares about 2 murders. Okay. He doesn't care about the name of the black dude who stabbed Irina Zarutska in the neck. Doesn't care. Doesn't care about the name of the black dude who ran over an 84-year-old Asian man, killing him, and he's getting out of jail. I don't care. What's his name? Daquan? Who gives a shit? Okay. So people get killed every day in our country. Over 50 murders a day. Bruce is not making songs about that. So this is all self-serving bullshit. Like, there's no way to justify this. And yes, this is moral whataboutism. As in, What about all the shit you are completely not mentioning? It would suggest that you should mention it, is my point. If you're pretending like these two deaths, first of all, are murders, they're not. It's not even two murders. So already we're just like completely off the reservation.
On the streets of Minneapolis.
What song doesn't need a harmonica bridge? Again, cutting to some cunt being detained. And it's like, I don't, like, is this a litmus test? If you look at this, you're siding with this person just because? Like, if you had a sober conversation with these guys, be like, oh, here's what she was doing. She was rioting or antagonizing or committing a crime, so we detained her. So, like, are we adults here, or what are we doing? Oh, you showed the footage of Renee Good running over a guy. This is the last thing he would have seen had this car crumpled him to death. It's upside down because our country is so broken.
Now they say they're here to uphold the law.
So-called law, but I'm throwing up air quotes. Ugh.
But they trample on our rights.
We have the right to run you down with our SUV. This woman has a nose ring, which is, you know, proof positive she's a psychopath. If you saw the video of this woman, she is a maniac who is committing crime. And she won't get out of her car. She will not obey the authorities. She's totally and at 100% in the wrong. This looks like a young version of the killer from No Country for Old Men. Go ahead.
If your skin is black or...
Oh, come on, man. No black bodies were harmed in the making of this fake historical moment. What are you talking about? Renee Good and Preddy were white. Jewish. You know, so let's not get crazy, but yeah. If your skin is black or brown, my friend, you might be committing crimes, and the crime specifically of illegal immigration.
Brown, my friend, you can be questioned or deported on sight.
That's fucking retarded, Bruce. You cannot be... excuse me, sir, we noticed that your skin is brown. Come over here. Are you a U.S. citizen? Yeah, I am. Do you have any proof of that? Yeah, right here. Here's my driver's license. Okay, you're being deported. What? We don't trust you. Well, your skin is brown. But I'm an American citizen. I just told you that. Yeah, but we are the Gestapo, and we just don't like you because you're brown. But, excuse me, you're brown. You're a brown ICE agent. Yeah, I'm aware of that. So shouldn't you be deported? No. So wait, what is this about? We're actually theoretical characters in a Bruce Springsteen song. We don't exist. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Cool.
In our chance of ice out now, our city's heart and soul persists. Through broken glass and bloody tears on the streets
Be moral. Be moral.
of Minneapolis.
Wait, hold on. Please tell me that wasn't a communist flag. What is that flag? What is that?
On the streets of Minneapolis. Oh, I'm Minneapolis, I hear your voice singing through the bloody mist. Here now.
This is so fucking dumb. We have a bedazzled, sparkled rainbow. Alex Pretty. Candles, a bunch of hearts. Rest in power. I mean, that's like child abuse. Pick a better hero. Holy shit. What did this guy do? He's spitting on cars, kicking out taillights, being a degenerate fuck, committing crimes and resisting arrest and being retarded. Why would you celebrate that?
Home they killed and roamed in the winter of 26.
You guys remember at 7:20 when devontracey started talking about important stuff that he would be forever remembered by?
We'll take a stand for this land and the stranger in our midst. We'll remember the names of those who streets of Minneapolis.
This person's talking about, I like my whiskey neat. She's doing jokes about literal ice cubes. Huh. What does Ice-T have to say about her Ice Cube? They should do a cross promotion and just get those guys, get Vanilla Ice on this, and then just have them like be the mascots for. What a worthless song. Holy shit. Who is handling this guy? Like, what is his senior care center doing? Like, why is this what Bruce is doing with his life? Who's lying to him? And like, what a pointless endeavor. That's really sad. It's really dumb. But it's like, watching this shit happen, you could see the mythologizing of it all. It's like watching a religion start, or an urban myth, or just, it's sort of just watching mass hysteria or insanity. Like there's a moral panic. And I try to reverse engineer this shit because on its face, none of this makes any sense whatsoever. But I have to zoom back and be like, okay, let me give them a break. They're humans and their, life is hard and they're emotional beings. And so emotionally, what is the truth of this? And here's the emotional, like forget all the facts, forget all the legal or the moral things that make this totally nonsensical. Emotionally speaking, let's get into our feminine mind. I'm important because I am against bad things. And some bad things are people being detained, pushing people. I don't like violence. I don't like conflict. When people die, it makes me sad. And I want to just state to the world that I prefer hearts and love and rainbows. And I prefer that greatly to negative things such as killing. I want to offer my love. I want to welcome refugees. I don't want to be bothered with facts or counter arguments. In fact, if you protest anything I'm saying here in my little love fest, I will view that as conflict and I will put it into my song and I will just include you as being a nasty person. Now, you might wonder, how awesome am I? How great am I? I'm willing to stand up in the winter of 26 against some of the worst things that have ever happened. Okay, I'm kind of a historically important figure. And I'll tell you why. It's because I'm going up against such a force of evil. An evil that you will never know. I am willing to face it from the comfort of my house. I'm willing to address it, and I will say, look, they killed an unarmed man. That's called an execution. He didn't have a gun. There was no gun. All I heard was shots. Okay, I can't be bothered with the details. The greater point, the main message is, I'm against killing. They are the ones killing. They are an oppressive army. They are private. They're thugs. They are controlled by an evil king. And I am kind of like the princess of the story. And I am noble and I am virtuous. And I'm against death. Okay, what about the death of the people that ICE are trying to round up? They murdered people and are like, we got to get these guys. And I don't want to address that. And you're getting in the way of my story. My story is clean. It is perfect. It is morally airtight. I am the good guys. You are the bad guys. Set it to music. That's the end of the story. Good night.